We're now learning who was killed during a carjacking at Billy Joe's Towing Company Monday afternoon. 70-year-old William Collier of Bartonville died when a tow yard worker tried to close the gate before the suspects drove off. Instead, they drove through the gate, injuring the worker and killing Collier. Surveillance video from Billy Joe's Towing on West Lincoln Avenue shows the two suspects running into the yard before driving off. Police found the car abandoned about a block away on South Warren. However, they do not have any suspects in custody.